Hey, welcome back to another episode of Simple Truth Television. Today is June 5th, 2021. So on June 2nd, the former Milwaukee Bucks center Eric Mobley passed away at the age of 51. They're saying that he died from cancer. And he died on June 2nd, on a Wednesday. And, he died right before the Bucks series with the Brooklyn Nets. Right now, the Bucks have 50 wins for the season. If they win one out of I don't think they're gonna win a lot of games against the Brooklyn Nets. But if they win one game in that series, they'll finish their season with 51. It's possible. It's possible that this man's death is just indication that the Milwaukee Bucks are only gonna win 51 games this year. But this man, he died at 51, and notice here, he died 121 days after his birthday. The blood sacrifice number. He was born February 1st, 1970, and died on June 2nd. And, of course, blood sacrifice in gematria sums to 121. The NBA season, it started on December 22nd, and he died 163 days after the start of the NBA season. And, of course, that's the 38th prime number, and murder, death, killing, RIP is all 38. But his name, Eric Mobley, is also 163. And he died 163 days after the start of the NBA season. He also played for the Pittsburgh Panthers college basketball team. Panthers is also 38. So I just want to say rest in peace to Eric Mobley. And notice here, he played 113 games as a professional basketball player. And of course, the National Basketball Association equals 113. That is a special number to the NBA. One of the reasons last year the pandemic was declared on that day, right after the NBA season was suspended. And speaking of 113, the Utah Jazz, this is something that I've been discussing on Patreon. We recently just got the death of Mark Eaton at the age of 64. I've been putting out all the videos on 64 and the Brooklyn Nets on YouTube for free. And people asking me who I think is going to face off against the Brooklyn Nets. I think it's going to be that team with the 113 connection, the Utah Jazz. Because if the Utah Jazz gets to the finals, they will have 64 wins for the season. And it's possible they get swept by the Brooklyn Nets and stay on 64. But And something I mentioned in that Mark Eaton video is that, the closer we get to the NBA championship, the more people start dropping dead from the NBA. We just had the death of Mark Eaton at 64, and now Mr. Eric Mobley, dead at 51. So it could be Utah Jazz, The pandemic the NBA season was suspended last year because of the Utah Jazz player, Rudy Gobert. So I'll leave it there. Rest in peace, Eric Mobley. And hop on Patreon if you guys want to know who's going to win the series between the Nuggets and the Phoenix Suns. We got that already figured out, so you guys take care, and I'll see you next time. Thanks, everybody, for joining the live stream. Thank you so much. Happy Saturday, everybody.